Hi guys, welcome to the unboxing and quick review of this ACTN 3 watt solar fountain with LED light. The listing on Amazon says solar water pump with floating fixed buckles and 7 nozzles. Solar powered fountain pump for bird baths, garden, outdoor pool and pond. It has a lot of good reviews, but also some people complaining about this solar fountain, and I'm going to explain you why the good reviews and why the bad reviews. It has all its reasons, and so stay tuned to the very end of the video. It's really important. It's not like a complete fail, definitely not. It's much better than that, but it's a really interesting thing, and I'm going to show you everything. And I'm also going to explain you why these people giving just a 1-star review are wrong. It's really important. It's not easy to find, so make sure that you are watching till the very end of the video. So this is how we get it. This is the box. There's a little bit of description about the nozzles, how we can use that, and the nozzles are working really good. Let's start with these things. Most of these nozzles are very easy to put on. You can see they are in one piece. With some other solar fountains, they are in different pieces. They have about 2 or 3 different pieces. I mean, we have one here which is out of 2 pieces. Then we have this base here, and we can change this top here, so we have either this one here or this one with this high center, or this one here. It's also a fine spray, so they're working really good, but most of them are just in one piece, and this is what I really like. It's much easier to handle, much nicer. That's quite some advantage compared to a lot of other ones. I'm not going to show you all of them here. It's very easy to use them. Then we have this really nice large solar panel here. I would say it's nicely manufactured, really good quality, looking good. It's covering most of the area, of course not everything. There's a rim here outside and also inside. Here we have the LED lights. I'm going to show you that later on. Here's the back. It's really important. That's the central unit with the battery and the electronics, and here we have the pump and the filter. And what's already really important here is these 2 sensors here, and so they are making sure that it's only running when it's dived into the water. When it's not in water, it's not running. This is important so that the pump is not overheating. I have seen a lot of people complaining about that such pumps are dying after a couple of weeks or months, and that's usually happening because they don't have these sensors. That's a very important function. So here is how to clean. We just lift this out of the hole here, and then we can remove this part. It's very easy, and we can see that it has this foam like a filter. We can remove this and clean this. I had this running for a little bit, so there's a little bit of dirt already inside, but not much. We can clean and put it inside again. We can also take the thing out like with a screwdriver. We can just pick it up. It's just magnetic. It's not really attached. When everything is clean, you put this thing back and then put it into this hole. That's also really important that we can do this. So we have already 2 good things. We have really nice thing to clean. We have this sensor here. We have a nice solar panel, and we have some other nice things, and that's this distance holder. How this works, we can apply this in like all the 4 sides, like here, and in a 90 degrees angle, this one here as well. Quite easy to apply. You can see that here, and at the very end we have it like this. When we have like a large bowl or a bird bath or something like that, this makes sure that it's not going like floating to the outside, because when it's too close and spraying really high and there's a little bit of wind, it would blow all the water outside, and after a couple of hours it would be totally dry. This is what we want to prevent. So with this thing here, we can make sure that it stays in a center. It's a really interesting and good solution, and it has been working really good for me. but if we don't need that, we can remove it. We don't have to use this. That's not needed. I mean, we get some instructions where you can see that how to use that. Here we see instructions with all the parts and some of the description, but I'm going to explain and tell everything. It's really important because they do not write everything as far as I have seen. It is a really interesting device, but you have to know how this works. So usually you put the thing into the water, let's say into the bird bath, and then you take like a nozzle, add the thing here, and then it will charge, and at the same time it will run. So as long as there is enough light, it will pump a lot of water here. Spray can go really high. And then the first question is then, of course, what will happen when there are some clouds? And this depends on the battery level. When the battery is rather low, it will stop immediately. I have seen this couple of times, even after sitting in full sun and pumping water, and when a cloud came, it stopped immediately. But if there is enough charge, it will continue to work. It's a little bit, I think there is an electronic inside which makes sure that there is some battery power remaining. It's really important to have enough power for the night, because there's really a really nice LED show, and it changes the light, goes around, really nice. So the water, like the fountain spray, is illuminated really beautiful, and that lasts for a couple of hours. What's important to know, and this is what a lot of people are not understanding and not seeing, and they think the device is not working anymore, is that it stops for a little bit. So usually you have enough sun during the day, and when it gets like towards the evening, the sun is not shining anymore and still bright enough, but the sun, there's no direct sunlight, so usually it would stop and there would nothing happen anymore. And then it waits till it's fully dark, and when it's fully dark, it starts again. This is the amazing thing here, and you have to know that only when it's completely dark it will start, and then also illuminate, and then run for a couple of hours, and then stop when the battery is fully drained. So this is how the thing works. There are different brands which work in a different way. They work continuously as long as they have battery power, and this one stops and make sure that it only runs then during the night when it is dark enough to see the nice illumination. So this can even be a nice advantage, because other brands, they have then a run out of battery when it's getting dark. So it's not a bad thing. I would say you have to really know how this works. So here we have really everything what we need, and we have it beautiful, and it looks like we have it in good quality. There's really nothing to complain about that. I would say this is working exactly as it should be working. Really happy with it, and so I'll put down the link to the Amazon listing down into the description, so you can check it out and order it right from there if you like it. And I hope I've been able to help you a little bit with this video. If you have any questions or comments, just write to the comment section below, and I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.